Hey guys, it's Clark here with King's Armada Entertainment, and I'm sitting down with Shmyfe. Thanks for coming out. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing so well.
Awesome. Okay, so start out with some questions. Where did you get the nickname Shmyfe?
Back in grade 5, we were playing a trivia game in French class, and it was all hockey trivia. And so one of the questions, the answer was the Conn Smythe Trophy. And so my friend was trying to do his best French accent, and he said the Conn Shmyfe Trophy. And we just thought it was hilarious, and then after we just started naming everything that, and so I took that.
Nice. Okay. So I know that you have some other projects other than Shmyfe. So can you tell me a little bit about what's going on with those?
Yep. I write a lot of my own music, and so I do a lot of solo recordings, and then so I got a lot of stuff backed up. But as far as bands and stuff, I'm gonna be starting a new band soon with pop punk, and it's gonna be called The Runners Up. And so we don't have any stuff released right now, but it'll be out soon. And I'm also starting a project with one of my friends doing electronic music called Stormtroopers, spelled with 5s and 0s instead of S's and O's. And so that'll be like EDM and trap and just kind of whatever we feel like doing. And so those are the two main projects that I'm also up to.
Nice. Okay, so your Shmyfe is electronic techno?
Yeah.
Okay. So how does that doing shows, how does that change the dynamic of presenting the show than it does with a regular 5-member band?
So working with a band, I find I'm a lot more engaged with the music that's being performed and the other band members, and it's kind of more focused on actually playing the music, whereas doing DJ stuff, I find I'm more concentrated on the crowd. And so I'm kind of, for me and my personality, I kind of try and play more of the background and let the crowd kind of control what's going on. And so I kind of play off the crowd, which is different from a band because the band kind of sets the mood and the crowd plays off the band, I guess.
Okay.
So a different focus.
Yeah. Okay, so techno songs are a little bit different than straight out recording a worship or metal song like a regular band. So how long does it take to record a techno song, and how is the recording process different?
Depending on the song, it can go anywhere from like 3 or 4 hours to like a week. A lot of it, for me, it's hard to write electronic music more so than band music, because with the band, like, you plug in your guitar and you have your amp and like your drums, it's all pretty much the same kind of sounds, just dealing with the notes and everything. But as far as electronic music goes, it's all about the production and the quality and stuff like that. And so depending on what tools you have, it can take a lot longer. So for me, working on electronic music, it's more focused on getting exactly the right sound that I want in my head, something that's kind of abstract, and then making that sound the way I want. Whereas band music, it's more about just the actual music itself and the melodies and stuff like that.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, so I hear you're doing some work with MC, rapper from Alberta, Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
What have you been doing for him, and how is the process going?
So basically, he has a bunch of songs written. There's 2 mixtapes right now that we're working on, and so he gets a beat or a song that he likes, and then he records his vocals over top of that, and then he sends me the file. Then I open up the file, and I basically edit the vocals, edit the track behind it, do the mixing, and then afterwards do the mastering for it. And so we finished one mixtape, and then we're going to be working on the second mixtape this winter. And it's been going really well, actually. I haven't really gone too much into hip-hop before, but it's something that is obviously very popular these days. And so for me, I just love music, and so to get a chance to go into another genre, it's a new chance to grow and learn, and so I'm super excited about it. And I'm actually really looking forward to releasing it. It's going to be really good. It's got a lot of talent, and we've got a lot of good songs that I'm excited about.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know MC, he's coming out with his first mixtape pretty soon, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a date yet, but
There's not a date set yet, I don't believe.
on the horizon.
It'll be coming. Yeah, it'll be coming soon. when that's out, I'm expecting to have an interview with him around January, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
So what's the goal behind your music, your message, and your goal in terms of how you want, what kind of emotions you want to bring forth through your music?
Yeah, with my with the electronic side of stuff, for me it's honestly just having fun. So much music out there, but so much of it has just like really negative messages or just like atmospheres around it that are just like, you know, when it comes on, like, oh, the beat's really good, and as soon as you start singing, it's like, oh, I don't feel like dancing to this, like, this is crap. And so I just honestly want to like give people a chance to have fun and like just to like enjoy music and not have all the trash like with it as well. And so that's for that. And then as far as band music, for really it's me just expressing my heart, stuff that I've gone through or stuff that I've needed to hear myself. I want to just be, you know, a light for shining a light for other people too, and just to show them like just the hope in every situation, and especially the hope in Christ that just is able to get us through life. And so for me, it's all just about helping people in need, I guess, people that are broken and stuff like that, and just kind of spreading a message of hope for them. And so yeah.
So the two songs that I've heard are Ghost and Slapstick, which are phenomenal songs.
Thank you.
Really well done. They are also instrumental. And
Yes.
so in future songs, will you be throwing in vocals to portray that message in a different way?
Yeah, I haven't done vocals a whole lot yet, but definitely want to start putting in stuff. It actually might be some of the songs I'm working on right now. I have an EP almost done, and I'm going to release it as instrumental just for fun. But then I also want to go back and I might actually record vocals on it so that there's two versions of each track, and exactly put in just like put in those messages. Some of them are going to be straight up worship songs, just like funky dancing worship songs. Some of them will just be something with message of hope. Some of them will just be for fun. But definitely want to get more into adding lyrics and stuff like that. Right now I'm just figuring out who I want to have in them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good. So what do you think is the most important aspect or key element of recording a techno song?
Most important, I'd say for me, one thing I've been trying to learn to keep in mind when I'm writing is just to do like what I feel like doing, and not being afraid of just trying to copy the next guy that has the big track out, but to realize that like everybody else has a different way of writing, everybody has a different way, different sound they want to portray. And so for me, it's just like not getting wrapped up and just trying to put out another song that, you know, gets attention because it sounds like another one that people like, but just be I guess confident in the fact that people can, I don't know, enjoy like a different take on things, especially like for Ghosts, like that one's kind of an old school kind of sound. It's more thematic, I guess, with the EP, and kind of going for like an old school video game soundtrack type style. And so I'm like, for me, it's like, hey, I have a fun idea, I want to try it out, and it's just like being able to like not be afraid of just trying stuff. And if people don't like it, then that's okay because you're having fun doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, you're in school right now?
Yes.
You're out in BC?
Yep.
British Columbia, for
Mhm.
American fans there. What are you taking and what school are you going to?
So I'm going to Summit Pacific College in Abbotsford, BC, and I'm going into the music program there. So it's a 4-year program, and basically going into worship leading, sound production, all that kind of stuff, and a little bit of everything mixed in with that.
Nice, yeah. So that'll definitely help you on your road, eh?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Now, where do you get your influence for this? Are there any Christian artists that you get influence from? You're kind of a pioneer in the sense that there's not a lot of techno electronic Christian bands out there.
Yeah.
In general, there's not even different branches of that out there at the moment. So, where are you getting your inspiration?
My electronic stuff, it's I guess hearing so many songs, like worship songs, Christian songs, and just like as I'm listening to it, just like hearing ideas, like, oh, they could change this, or you could remix this and do this to this song or whatever, and I'd be like, oh, there's so much potential in the music that we have, but it all kind of comes out the same, the way that the bands do it now. And so honestly, it's listening to songs that are not in the electronic genre, and being appreciating like the song for what it is, and then thinking, man, I wish we had songs that sounded different that kind of give the same message or that kind of thing. And so it's honestly listening to music of other genres and just like taking things that I like out of it and saying, hey, I want to try this in a different sound, a different kind of way. So it's almost like the songs are just remixing other genres or other songs, I guess. And so it's not even like I hardly listen to electronic music. Like I have maybe 15, 20 songs that I listen to, and then everything else is just other genres that I just pick up. And so when I'm doing electronic music, sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing, but that's kind of how I roll.
Nice. So where do you see yourself in the future, and what you've kind of mentioned already that you're coming out with an EP, but what's more of a distant future for Shmyfe and the rest of your music?
I think down the road, I want to go more into worship leading and more into band music, like writing for band stuff. And so 5-10 years, probably doing part-time worship leading, like in a church setting, and part-time as a band. And then I might do like electronic stuff on the side, but it'll probably primarily be band stuff, and just using that as an opportunity to talk to people, see what they're going through, and talk about lyrics, and use that as a way to just talk about the hope that I found. And so, yeah.
What kind of genre do you want this band to be? Is it going to be worship, or are you going to branch out as your part-time band?
With the other band, I'll probably do more hardcore stuff. Metal is kind of still where my heart is, and so I don't know exactly what it look like. And like for me, I love like mixing genres, doing different kinds of things, different styles together. So probably primarily be metal, hardcore, but I'll definitely be adding in elements of, trap, EDM, whatever I can together, just to make it interesting. So, yeah.
Okay. So these questions are not as serious now. So who do you think is the greatest Christian techno artist or surrounding genre in Christian music today?
This is hard.
Yeah, I know.
There's not a whole lot out there.
Yeah, you're kind of a pioneer right now.
But I guess I'm not really sure. I don't know. Would hip hop be considered a surrounding genre?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hip hop or techno rock or whatever.
I think, I don't know, Andy Mineo has a lot of really, really cool stuff coming out. And he's kind of, I'm not a hip hop like know-it-all at all. Like I'm really new to it. So I'm sure there's other people doing it too. But just kind of some of the directions he's going into, I really like. And so even for him, some of his songs have influenced the way that I want to write hip hop or work with, MC and work on new beats and stuff like that. So I think for him in my musical career, I guess he's been pretty influential in different sounds and what to look for. And so, yeah, I guess that's the closest thing I can give.
Okay, well that works. Okay, so final question. What's your favorite verse? And then why do you like it? What and how? Maybe how has it influenced you?
So mine, this is really bad, but I don't know the numbers that go along with it. The actual chapter and verse number. But in Romans, I think it's in chapter 9, it says, we are dead to sin, alive in Christ. It's definitely my favorite verse. Not only because it portrays us as some kind of, zombie figure, which I love zombies, but just that idea of like your past and stuff and all this stuff that's gone on in your life and the things that you want to get over. Just the imagery of just being absolutely dead to it, and being like alive in Christ, in the sense that like the life you live now is for Him, and that He's like killed off like everything else, and that not just like getting that perspective change in my life has been huge, because I just realized like it's not so much like I'm in the struggle now, but outside of the physical realm, the struggle's over. Like Christ has already defeated it; it's already done, and I'm victorious in Him. Mm-hmm. And even though I'm still, moving through, it's already been done in a sense. And so just that hope and relief that that my life is for Christ and that He's paid for it and that He's covered me is definitely my favorite image, I guess, that I get from the Bible.
Yeah. So you said you like zombies. You've already got a song Ghosts.
Yes.
I'm sneaking this question in here.
Yeah.
Are you going to come out with a zombie one now?
I am actually, there's kind of a secret project that it's like a long term, it'd probably be like a 10-year project, whatever. But part of that, I'm definitely going to have an EP that's dedicated just to zombies. It's going to be a zombie story, actually. It's going to be a narrative story. It's going to have characters interacting with each other. It's going to have a theme song. It's going to have all of that. And so that will be completely dedicated to zombies. And so that will be coming out in a while. Until then, now that I think of it, I probably should have a song. So from now on, I'm going to write one now. I guess I can't pass that up after that year comes out. Yeah.
Inspiration.
There you go.
There we go. So you guys can come and check out his music on SoundCloud. 2 songs, I think, are the only 2 you have right now.
Yep, there's 2 there. I also have
the one on Stormtroopers.
Yeah, on Stormtroopers, you can go with that for Newt. And then the last one, actually, I also have a website that you can link to as well. And it has both songs on there. Yeah. Okay,
very good.
So, yeah.
So, as accustomed to King's Armada interviews, we have a challenge here for you and a giveaway for you. So, I want Shmyfe here to act out at least one scene from one of your favorite music videos.
Okay.
So,
and they have to guess what it is?
Yeah, they're going to guess what it is. We'll give them 3 hints after this, but we're going to see you act this out.
This is going to be weird.
Okay. I'm just going to make sure the camera's in a good spot. Okay.
I can stay sitting for this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll just... It's like an iconic part, so...
Now, you can't give away the artists or the song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So... I'll just do a couple seconds, because that's all you're going to need, and then I'll give the hints. I don't know how to do... I don't know how to do this. Basically... like that.
There we go.
That's the best I can do.
Okay.
Without telling
you. So now. Very good.
You're getting me so confused right now.
I like that. Okay, so can we get 3 hints without giving away again the band or the title of the song? What 3 one-word answers to help your fans figure out what you just acted out?
Okay. Does it have to be 1 word?
1 or 2. Short
2
short
words.
answers.
God is 1. Satan, the second one, and Revelation. Those are my 3 hints. And if you know the band, you should know it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a 4th hint. What is the genre?
Genre is metal.
Okay, there we go.
Metalcore.
Well, thank you so much for coming out. So we got a gift card here for Shmyfe.
Yo.
So this is for the Christian Armory.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, thank you for having the interview.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna throw down the links to his music, his website, Facebook page, YouTube pages, and we'll throw all that down in the description. You can come in, you can get the music, and we'll throw down, and then I'll throw down the ones to mine so that you guys can comment on the video. So remember, for your answers, you need to comment on the King's Armada Entertainment Facebook page under the video, not on the YouTube page. We don't accept we don't accept the answers on the YouTube page, on Shmyfe's page. It's just on the King's Armada Entertainment Facebook page. Comment on the video that will be posted, and good luck. So thank you.
Thank you.